time, I'd like to introduce both teams, starting with the manager from the Cardinals, Ken Earl. From the A's, manager Kathy Sear. Now the starting lineups and the remaining players on the team. From the Cardinals, batting first, number 7, Jared Sarabia. From the A's, Bailey Voigt. From the Cardinals, number 5, Jack Vecchio. From the A's, number 3, Marco Romo. From the Cardinals, number 3, Scotty Earl. From the A's, number 1, Daniel Roback. From the Cardinals, number 8, Sam Passanisi. From the A's, number 4, Sean Lapkus. From the Cardinals, number 6, Brenner Falkowski. Number 5, Anthony Trafula. Number 9 from the Cardinals, Dominic Madden. From the A's, number 8, Alex Powers. From the Cardinals, number 2, Jared Bruner. From the A's, number 9, Aldrin Mrazek. From the Cardinals, number 12, Kyle Lemon. From the A's, number 7, Brennan Straub. From the Cardinals, number 4, Ash Mathesius. From the A's, number 2, Bryn Sear. From the Cardinals, number 1, Asep Ali. From the A's, number 11, Daniel Henderson. From the Cardinals, number 10, Kevin Burke. From the A's, number 10, Christopher Calpari. From the Cardinals, number 11, Andrew Street. From the A's, number 6, Ricky Barrett. Assistant coaches for the Cardinals, Ken Vecchio. And from the A's, Steve Trafilio. From the Cardinals, Dennis Falkowski. And from the A's, Graham Power.
Hello everybody, Ken Gonzalez here for George Langevin Productions, and we are at Scripps Ranch Little League, and we have the Single A championship game here, just about set to get underway. The A's and the Cardinals. See the Cardinals there, of course, in red. So these two teams have made it all the way, and here on June 9th, 2007, that is, we have the championship. So all the marbles on the line right now. The field nicely groomed. Look at the chalk. These kids practicing here, warming up, getting ready for the big game. The A's you see on the far side in their dugout, just kind of checking things out. So here we are at the start of things for the A's, leading it off, Bailey Volley. So Bailey leading it off. You get the umpire there with that big balloon protecting himself. So the Cardinals, a home team here, and that ball is chopped up third and will go foul. Scotty Earl, the pitcher, starting on the mound for the Cardinals. Big swing and a miss. And now the count here to Bailey is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just a little bit high, so 2-2 the count. There is Scotty Earl, number 3, the pitcher. So the count full. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on a miss. So Scotty Earl gets the strikeout here. 1 out, and that'll bring up Marco Romo.
Now batting, number 3, Marco Romo.
So here's Romo. Right-hand batter. Just the start of this game. Nobody on, 1 out. See number 9 there. Dominic Madden at first base for the Cardinals. And it looks like this field... Now, I've been here in the past. I wasn't here for last year's championships. But I do notice that a difference from 2 years ago is the electronic scoreboard down the left field line. Used to have kids up there just putting the numbers up on the wooden scoreboard. And it looks like they've got themselves a digital one now. And so there's ball 4 and a walk. So Marco Romo with the walk, and that'll bring up Daniel Rohrbach, number 1.
Number 1, Daniel Rohrbach.
So Daniel Rohrbach up with runner on first base and 1 out. And that pitch in there for a strike, and Romo will take off to second base, and he will have the steal. So 0-1 the count, a runner in scoring position now for Daniel Rohrbach. Big swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Sean Loftus is on deck. Remember now you've got Romo at second base. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's that digital scoreboard. And the 1-2 pitch is in there for a strike. And there are 2 away. The second strikeout for Scotty Earl here.
Now batting.
And so with 2 outs and a runner on second base, Sean Loftus. And there you see Earl digging in front of the pitcher's plate there, the rubber. Throw over to third base, and Romo's going to steal it, his second steal of the inning. Big swing and a foul back. So 2 strikes on Loftus here. Number 4, and getting cleanup for the A's. Scotty Earl's pitch is in there, strike 3 called. And that'll do it for the A's. They'll leave a runner at third base. We will go to the bottom of the first inning. No score, and the Cardinals are coming up.
Leading off for the Cardinals, number 7, Jared Sarabia.
So Jared Sarabia will lead things off here for the Cardinals. Starting the game off in center field, and he's leading it off here in the lineup. First pitch is on the ground, and the count is 1-0. One 0 pitch, swing and a miss. Look, he might have foul tipped that one into the catcher's glove. So a ball and a strike. One pitch on the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Jared Sarabia, the 1-2 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. So Jared goes down swinging, and that'll bring up Jack Vecchio. And there's a pitcher there for the A's, number 12, Bailey. Voley. So Bailey with a strikeout, and so both pitchers recording all the outs so far as Scotty Earl strikes out the side in the first inning, and now the first batter, Sarabia, here for the Cardinals strikes out. So all 4 outs so far on strikeouts. Great day here in Scripps Ranch. Got some clouds moving in and out, so we'll get some sunlight and then go back into the darkness and then back into the sunlight. I believe there's 5 championship games here today. That pitch a strike. Vecchio waiting. Nice stance there in the batter's box. And that pitch is high. And that pitch is going to be bounced over to second base. Up with it there, over to the first baseman for the A's, number 4, Sean Loftus. And there are 2 outs. And that'll bring up Scotty Earl, the pitcher.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 3, Scotty Earl.
So Scotty Earl digs in there, the right-hand batter's box, awaiting the pitch from Bailey. And that ball is going to be chopped on the ground, right back to Bailey. And he goes to first base in time, and so 3 up, 3 down. And we have played 1 inning here at the Single A Championship game. Ken Gonzalez, George Langevin Productions. We have no score as we head to the 2nd inning. So the first pitch here in the top of the 2nd inning to leadoff man and number 5 hitter overall, Anthony Trifolio, is high, and the count is 1-0. Scotty Earl still on the mound for the Cardinals. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, and the count 1-1, and umpire very colorful there behind the catcher. And that next pitch is a strike, a ball and 2 strikes. On deck is Alex Powers. Swing and a miss. And there is 1 out. And that is 4 strikeouts in a row for Scotty Earl. What a job. And here's Alex Powers, number 8.
Now batting for the A's, Number 8, Alex Powers.
Big swing and a miss. 0-1 to Alex Powers. Cardinals and A's here, single A championship game. And that pitch is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And umpire making sure he is very well protected back there. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count now to Alex Powers. On deck is Aldrin Mrazek. And he's going to swing at this one, bounce it over to the pitcher covering in time to the first baseman. And that is number 9, Dominic Madden. So a nice play right there as Alex Powers is retired.
Now batting for the A's.
The first out for the A's. It wasn't a strikeout.
Mrazek.
Aldrin Mrazek. And Scotty Earl with 2 outs here in the second inning delivers. And that pitch is fouled away. And the count 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of people here to watch this game. You can tell behind us here and then over on the far stands behind third base. So a ball and 2 strikes to Mrazek. And that pitch is high. So we'll leave the ball, or the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets away from Scotty Earl, but backed up by his shortstop there, number 7. And that's Jared Sarabia. Jared moving from center field in the first inning. So 3-2 the count now to Aldrin. And that pitch is low. So I think that was a 2-2 count. So now the count is full 3-2. So Aldrin battling up there, and the 3-2 pitch is very high, and so that's ball 4 and a walk. The second walk of the game, that's 2 base runners for the A's. Remember, Marco Romo walked and stole second and third in the first inning, and now a walk here to Aldrin Mrazek.
Number 7, Brennan Straub.
And that'll bring up number 7, Brennan Straub. And that's going to get away from the catcher. And over to second base goes Mrazek. So Aldrin gets over to second base. And that pitch is going to be fouled down the first baseline. Dominic Madden gets it back in. And that pitch is a strike. And so now Brennan Straub's got to protect himself up there. He's got 2 strikes on him. And the 2-strike pitch is right at the knees. Strike 3 called, and so Straub will strike out. And that is now 5 strikeouts in the game for Scotty Earl. The A's will strand a runner at second base. We go to the bottom of the second inning, and there is still no score in this championship game. So here we are back in the action, bottom of the second inning. Bailey Voley still on the mound for the A's, and for the Cardinals leading things off, Sam Passanisi, number 8. And that pitch is going to be lined into right field. And that will be a base hit for Passanisi, and that's the first true hit of the game for either side. So Sam with the single.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 6, Tanner Falkowski.
And that'll bring up number 6, Tanner Falkowski, with a runner on first base. And that pitch is going to get away from the catcher, and over to second base will go Sam. So Sam Passanisi over to second base. Falkowski grounds this one over to the shortstop, up with it and across to first, just in time by half a step. First out of the inning, and on the play, Sam Passanisi goes to third base. So here's Dominic Madden, number 9.
Batting for the Cardinals, number 9, Dominic Madden.
So Dominic Madden coming up here, bottom of the second inning, 1 out, and the runner, Passanisi, at third base, which would be the first run of the game for either team, if they can get him home. So ball 1 to Dominic. Swing and a miss. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominic Madden. And that ball is going to be bounced into the left side of the field. And that's an infield hit for Dominic. And on the play, Sam Passanisi will score. And so it is 1-0 Cardinals. So the Cardinals with the 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Sam Passanisi scores on the infield single by Dominic Madden.
Number 2,
And Jared Bruner, number 2, is at the plate. So Bailey Voley really slowing things down. And big swing and a miss right there. And Dominic thought about going to second base. Catcher throws the ball over there just in case he did go. But Dominic Madden gets back to first. And Jared Bruner still at the plate here. And that pitch is going to bounce away, and this time Dominic Madden will go to second base. Ricky Bialik there, the second baseman, and Aldrin Mrazek, the shortstop for the A's right now. Big swing and a miss, and ball got away from the catcher just a few feet, and Dominic Madden stays there at second base. So Bailey having to work here in the second inning. His team, they've given up a run, and there's the first baseman, number 4, Sean Loftus. And that pitch is a ball. Gets away from the catcher. Over to first base goes Jared Bruner. And so you have runners at first and second.
12, Kyle Lemon.
And Kyle Lemon at the plate. Kyle, watch a ball outside, 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Kyle Lemon. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Cardinals over the A's. They've pushed across a run. Sam Passanisi scoring it early on off the infield single by Dominic, and that ball is going to be hit over to first base with the catch over to second, and the throw goes into center field, and the 2 runners are going to move up on the throwing error. But one good thing for the A's is that there are now 2 outs in the inning. Nice play by Sean Loftus as he grabbed that liner by Kyle Lemon. And that'll bring up Ash Matesius.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 4.
Number 4.
Matesius.
So second and third, 1 out, 1-0 Cardinals. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher, but no activity on the base paths as each runner will stay there. High again. And so obviously the A's would like to get out of this inning with just giving up the 1 run. But you've got 2 runners in scoring position right now. And a nice stance by Ash. And that's a strike called. Swing and a miss. And Ash will strike out, and that will be the end of the inning. But the Cardinals get a run here, and they will go ahead here after 2 innings, 1-0. We're back here for the start of the 3rd inning. And Bryn Sear, number 2, will lead things off for the A's. And pitching now is Kyle Lemon, number 12, for the Cardinals. And that pitch is high. And we have a new catcher here in the 3rd inning, and that is, let's see, Jared Bruner. So he tries to hold up his swing, but umpire says he went. And that pitch is a ball. So the leadoff man here in the inning, Bryn Sear, still at the plate for the A's. And that pitch is ball 4. So a leadoff walk here to Bryn Sear, and he very quickly runs down to first base.
Number 11, Daniel Henderson.
And that'll bring up Daniel Henderson, number 11. And Henderson will look at a first pitch strike, and it is 0-1. Oh, one pitch high. Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. I mentioned earlier, there are 5 championship games here today. And actually, pitch swing and a miss right there. Number 8, Scotty Earl, is still pitching. And a stolen base for Bryn Sear of the A's. Nice job. So Scotty Earl is still on the mound. Actually, that's number 8, Sam Passanisi. So Sam Passanisi is on the mound. My mistake. Jack Vecchio, the first baseman, and that will be strike 3 called right there. And so Daniel Henderson goes down. That's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 10, Christopher Calipari.
Now batting for the A's, number 10, Christopher Calipari.
Christopher, left-hand batter, looks at a strike and a count 0-1. Remember, in scoring position, you have Bryn Sear, who walked and then stole second base while Daniel Henderson was batting. And now here's Christopher Calipari. That ball high goes to the backstop and over to third base will go Bryn Sear. The ball goes into left field, but backed up by the left fielder. So now the tying run is at third base here in the top of the third inning for the A's. And that pitch is high. Throw down to third base, but Sear wasn't going anywhere. Passanisi looks in for the sign, out of stretch, and the pitch. And let's see. Did it hit the bat? Could have been a foul ball there. So Calipari still in there. And Passanisi's pitch is high and outside. So a big opportunity for the A's right now. And that pitch is going to be right there on the inside corner, strike 3. So Christopher Calipari will go back to the dugout, the second out of the inning. And here's Ricky Bialik. And Ricky was playing second base earlier here in the game. And that pitch is a ball, 1-0, and still over at third base is Bryn Sear. So Kathy Sear, the manager for the A's, and Steve Trifolio and Graham Power, coaches for the A's team. And that pitch is going to get away from the catcher, number 2. Jared Bruner. But he gets it right back. And Sear has to stay at third base. And that's a strike. Manager for the Cardinals, Ken Earl. And his coaches, Ken Vecchio and Dennis Felkowski. Passanisi's pitch is swung on and missed. And so the A's will leave a runner at third base. Cardinals still with the 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Ken Gonzalez here for George Langevin Productions.
Leading off for the Cardinals, number 1, Asif Ali.
So we're back here, bottom of the third inning, and Asif Ali, number 1, will lead things off here for the Cardinals. Catcher is ready. And that first pitch is a strike. Catcher a little bit back of the plate there. That's number 10. Kevin Burt. Oh, I'm sorry, for the A's, that is Christopher Calipari. So 2 strikes to Asif Ali. And that pitch is high and inside. Gets away from Calipari and over to the backstop. And number 9, Aldrin Mrazek, is on the mound now. And that pitch is a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-2 pitch is a ball as well. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Asif Ali. And the 3-2 pitch is a strike. Letter high strike. And Ali will go down.
Batting for the Cardinals, number 10, Kevin
1 out.
Burt.
And that'll bring up number 10, Kevin Burt. Ball 1, 1-0 to Kevin. Andrew Sleet is on deck. That's a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. We're at the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 Cardinals in the lead. Now that pitch is a strike, so 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch is a foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And so Kevin Burt will go back and get his bat and step into the box one more time. And that pitch high. And strike 3 called right there. So, or strike 2, that is. So the count now full 3-2. It was 3 balls and 1 strike. And actually, nope, that is right. It was 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that is the 3rd strike. And so Andrew Sleet will now bat.
Number 11, Andrew Sleet.
So Andrew Sleet, number 11, steps in for the Cardinals. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. A's want to keep the Cardinals close here. They trail by a run, and they don't want to really give up any more here. Aldrin Mrazek has done a pretty good job so far. He's struck out the first 2 batters he has faced. Fouled away. So another ball. So Andrew Sleet working the count there in the batter's box. So looks like we might go to another full count here the way things are shaping up. And that's in there for a strike. And so now the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch, strike 3 call. It gets away from the catcher, but that'll do it. So Aldrin Mrazek will strike out the side here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We head to the 4th inning of play here in this championship game, and it is 1-0 Cardinals over the A's.
Moving off for the A's, number 12, Bailey Volley.
So top of the 4th inning, and Bailey Volley will lead things off for the A's. Big swing and a miss right there. Nice swing by Bailey, and the count is 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2, and Sam Passanisi in his 2nd inning of work on the mound here for the Cardinals. Doing a really good job. And that ball is going to be chopped up the 3rd baseline and will go foul. So Bailey with 2 strikes now. He's got to protect himself. And the 2-2 pitch outside. For the 1-2 pitch, that is. And so the next pitch is upstairs. So the count is full now, 3-2. To Bailey Volley on deck, Mario Romo, and then Daniel Rohrbach. And the 3-2 pitch by Passanisi is in there, strike 3 called. And there is 1 away here in the top of the 4th, and that'll bring up Marco Romo.
Now batting for the A's, number 3, Marco Romo.
So Marco Romo, remember Marco Romo in the first inning, he walked and then he stole second base and third base. And was stranded there at third base. Passanisi's pitch is a ball. Ball right off the glove of the catcher for the Cardinals, number 2, Jared Bruner. And let's see, that's ball 4. So for the second time today, Marco Romo is aboard on a walk. And here's Daniel Rohrbach. So the tying run is at first base for the A's. They trail 1-0. And he's going to second again in his third steal of the game. Marco Romo. And he's a speedy guy out there. They haven't caught him yet. And that pitch is high. And Bruner makes a nice catch there so that Romo can't go to third base. That pitch bounces, and another nice play by Jared Bruner to keep the ball in front of him so that it doesn't get away. Romo definitely would be on third base by now, if not have scored on those last 2 pitches. And again, Bruner goes up high to make the save. So that's 3 balls now to Daniel Rohrbach. 3-0, I believe. Rohrbach struck out in the first inning. In fact, other than Romo, everyone else struck out in that first inning as Scotty Earl struck out the side. And so the 3-1 pitch that was 3-1 is high, ball 4. So doesn't really hurt the Cardinals. They had first base open there. But the A's now have runners at first and second with 1 out. And the tying run still in scoring position. And the batter is Sean Loftus. Going out to talk to the pitcher there, coach for the Cardinals. Sam Passanisi worked a very good third inning. And they're going to leave him there on the hill. So first and second. And here's Sean Loftus with a chance to do some damage here against the Cardinals. Looking to tie up the game with a, base hit to the outfield might be enough to bring in Romo from second base. He's very fast. Swing and a foul. Loftus, tall kid out there, waving the bat around, awaiting the pitch from Passanisi. And that's a strike. Umpire behind the plate there likes that high pitch. But as you know, here in Little League, I believe they're all volunteer kids umpiring, so coaches don't have any grounds to argue for much of anything, and it's a double steal, and Romo steals third, and over to second base goes Rohrbach. So the double steal, and now the A's have the go-ahead run at second base. And Loftus still in the batter's box. And that pitch is hit high into the air to center field, and that ball is gone! A 3-run home run for Sean Loftus, and there he goes around second base, around third, and he's going to be mobbed at home plate. His teammates come out. Well, some of them do anyway. You got the rules here in Little League. You can't really come out. But once he gets into that dugout, he's going to get congratulations all around. So Sean Loftus with a 3-run home run to dead center field. And the A's have turned a 1-0 deficit into a 3-1 lead. Still only one out in the inning. Anthony Trifolio will now start things over for the A's. So the Cardinals are struck here in the top of the fourth inning. The A's with a 3-run home run by Sean Loftus. And they lead it 3-1. Anthony Trifolio. He struck out in the second inning, so let's see if he can reach base here in the fourth. And that's a strike. So some huge excitement, and boy, it's not often in the single A's here you see a home run over the fence. Nice shot by Sean Loftus. And the pitch by Passanisi is outside. And that's going to be ball 4, and Anthony Trifolio will walk to first base. And that'll bring up number 8, Alex Powers. And now we're going to have a pitching change here for the Cardinals. And it looks like number 12. And it is number 12, Kyle Lemon. And staying there in the field is Sam Passanisi. And there's a strike. Alex Powers at the plate here. Alex Powers grounded out, pitcher to the first baseman. Kyle Lemon's pitch is swung on and hit into the air, and Kyle comes over to make the catch. Does it himself there. And that is the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 9, Aldrin Mrazek.
So Aldrin Mrazek, number 9, who has been pitching for the A's the last couple innings, will step in and take his swings at the plate. And he's going to bounce this one over to the second baseman, and he just goes over to the shortstop the quick way in time. And that will do it. But the A's with the damage here in the top of the fourth inning. 3-run home run by Sean Loftus. And as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, it is 3-1 A's.
Moving out the bottom of the fourth for the Cardinals, number 7, Jared Sarabia.
Jared Saravia will lead things off here in the fourth inning for the Cardinals. He's also their number 1 hitter, leadoff hitter. He struck out in the first inning, called out on strikes, I believe. Actually, he swung, I believe, and looked at a couple of strikes called by the umpire with that high strike zone. So now with his team trailing here, the Cardinals, let's see if Jared Sarabia can start a rally here for his team in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that pitch is hit into the air down the right field line and will go foul. Sarabia with that nice stance. He's ready to go. Here comes the pitch, and that ball is going to be grounded into right field. So quickly, the right fielder, number 1, Daniel Rohrbach, gets the ball back in, but Jared Sarabia with a ground ball base hit in a right field. So the leadoff man is aboard for the Cardinals. And Jack Vecchio will come to the plate. Jack Vecchio grounded out to the second baseman in the 1st inning. Now his second at bat here. And that ball is going to bounce away from the catcher, and Jared Sarabia will get to second base. And if the Cardinals can score a run here, you know, if they just score Jared in the inning, they've cut the lead from 3-1 to 3-2. Nice play by the catcher. Actually, it does get by him, but Jared will stay at second base. So Jack Vecchio up there now with a runner in scoring position here. And there's Jared at second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or actually, 2 balls and 1 strike to Jack Vecchio. And that ball is going to be bounced over to the first baseman, up with it there, and over to the bag in time. Number 5, Anthony Trifolio. And that's the first out of the inning. Over to third base will go Jared Sarabia on the play. And here is Scotty Earl. Scotty Earl started out pitching for this Cardinal team. Gave way to Sam Passanisi. And the first pitch to Scotty Earl is in there for a strike, 0-1. Christopher Calipari still catching there for the A's. And that pitch is bounced over to the pitcher. High throw to first, but the first baseman makes a nice play right there, Anthony Trifolio. And if that ball is thrown away, Jared Sarabia will come to score, but he had to stay there at third base because that ball was bounced to the pitcher, and he didn't want to get caught in a rundown between third and home, so he played it safe, which is what he should do here. You're only down 2 runs. You don't want to get thrown out. And here is Sam Passanisi looking to help himself out here. He allowed that 3-run home run to Sean Loftus. Aldrin Mrazek still on the mound for the A's. Swing and a miss by Sam. That's a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sam Passanisi. Ball bounced back to the catcher quickly, so Jared Sarabia couldn't score on that play. Swing and a foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Passanisi here. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, 3-1 A's over the Cardinals. And that pitch is swung on and missed, and Passanisi goes down on strikes, and that'll do it for the Cardinals. They're going to strand Jared Sarabia over at third base. We go to the 5th inning. 3-1 A's over Cardinals. Top of the 5th inning for the A's. Leadoff batter will bounce this one off the glove of the pitcher to the second baseman in time to first. What a great play right there for the Cardinals. Coming down that line fast for the A's, number 7, Brennan Straub. So a nice play by the Cardinal defense. And there's one out. And that'll bring up Bryn Sear. Bryn Sear got stranded his first time up over at third base as he walked in the 3rd inning. The 1-strike pitch. And that's going to be kind of a little push swing bunt, and it's going to drop dead in fair territory, and that's going to be an infield single there for Bryn Sear, number 2. Nice little job of hitting right there for Bryn. And he's aboard for the 2nd time today. And here is Daniel Henderson, number 11 now. The first baseman for the Cardinals now. Jared Sarabia at number 7. And pitching is number 5, and that is Jack Vecchio. So Jack Vecchio now pitching here in the 5th inning for the Cardinals. That's a ball. 1-0. And it's 2-0, and the runner's going to head to second base, and Bryn Sear will make it there. Scotty Earl trying to put a little late tag on him there. Shortstop. Henderson at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. It gets away from the catcher. Here's a pitch to Henderson. That's a ball. That's a strike. Looked like it caught right on the outside corner there. So as a runner on second base, 1 out. Daniel Henderson still battling up there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. Or are they going to say it was a strike? Didn't foul it off. And that is strike 3. So 2 outs now. And Christopher Calipari will come to bat. Sam Passanisi there in center field. And Asif Ali, number 1, there in right.
Now batting for the A's, number 6, Ricky Bialik.
So not exactly sure what happened to Calipari there, but Ricky Bialik is now batting, and that's a strike. And over to third base is Sear with the steal. Base comes loose. So Ricky Bialik. So not sure what happened to Christopher Calipari. But with 2 outs, Ricky Bialik at the plate, and Bryn Sear is over at third base. The A's with the 3-1 lead here in the top of the 5th inning. So 2 strikes to Bialik. And strike 3 called right there by the umpire. So the A's are going to strand a runner over there at third base. We will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is still 3-1 A's over the Cardinals. So here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Cardinals, leading things off is Tanner Falkowski. And Tanner grounded out to shortstop his first time up. And the sun coming out now. Well, it's been in and out all day, and right now it's in. And that pitch is going to be fouled behind the catcher, and it hits the umpire in his balloon vest there. And another foul away, so Tanner Falkowski is battling up there, number 6 for the Cardinals. And that ball is going to be ripped. Oh, what a nice play there for the A's, number 12. And it hurt his hand, the left fielder. Nice job. That ball was just drilled. Bailey Volley with the catch. 1 out. And that'll bring up Dominic Madden. And that pitch is a strike. And another ball to Madden. On deck for the Cardinals is Jarrett Bruner. Fouled away. So, nice job of hitting right here by Dominic Madden. Dominic with an RBI single drove in Sam Passanisi in the 2nd inning. Loftus on the mound. Sean Loftus, number 4 for the A's now. Loftus, of course, with that 3-run home run in the 4th inning. And another foul for Dominic Madden. So Madden will watch a ball. He's got a good eye there. It's a swing, and it looks like it was a foul, and it is, so. Dominic still up there. Got another life. And that ball hit into the air. Foul again. So this is probably the longest at-bat of the game so far for either team. That's a ball. Three fouls by Madden. Hanging tough. Loftus deals, and it's swung on and missed. So the 3-2 pitch goes with the high heat, and Dominic can't lay off. That's a very good-looking pitch to a lot of batters out there. It's a tough one to hit. And here's number 2, Jarrett Bruner. Bruner today walked in the second inning. And first pitch swing is going to foul that one away. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch high over the catcher's head, so 2 balls and a strike. And Daniel Henderson, you see, the first baseman now for the A's here in the 5th inning. And the 2-1 pitch is going to be bounced into left field. So a single for Jarrett Bruner, number 2. And Jarrett Bruner has been on base 2 times today. And that'll bring up Kyle Lemon, number 12. And Kyle Lemon pitching for the Cardinals, who actually pitched in the 4th inning, I believe. And then Jack Vecchio came in for him. And that's going to get away, and over to second base will go Bruner, and he's going to make it. Throw comes in a little bit late. Alex Powers, number 8 there for the A's, playing shortstop right now in this inning. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Lemon. On deck, Ash Matesius. And that pitch is bounced over to the first baseman. Takes it to the bag himself. Nice play by Daniel Henderson. And that will do it for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So we will go to the final inning here. Unless we go to extra innings. We go to the 6th inning. And the A's over the Cardinals 3-1.
Leading off the top of the 6th of the A's, number 12, Bailey Volley.
Bailey Volley will lead it off here, top of the 6th inning for the A's, and they have the 3-1 lead, and that first pitch is hit into the air, and the first baseman will come over. That's Sam Passanisi, and that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Marco Romo. Marco Romo today has walked twice, stolen 4 bases. So he's a threat. Basically, he gets on base, and it's a triple. Jack Vecchio still on the mound. First pitch swing popped up. Can the catcher get there? No, it's going to hit the top of the cage. And the count is 0-1 to Marco Romo. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch is going to bounce up there. So the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Marco Romo. On deck, Daniel Rohrbach. Jack Vecchio gets the sign, and here's the pitch. Swung on and bounced right back to Jack Vecchio. Goes to first in time. Nice play by Sam Passanisi. And there are 2 outs now here in the inning. And that will bring up Daniel Rohrbach. Rohrbach today has struck out in the first inning, and then he walked in the 4th, came around to score on that home run by Sean Loftus.
Number 1, Daniel Rohrbach.
That's a strike. 0-1. Next pitch to Daniel is a ball. 1-1. And looks like Jack Vecchio might have twisted his ankle or landed wrong there off the mound. Looks like they're retying his shoe, perhaps. So Vecchio is all right. And the pitch to Daniel Rohrbach is a ball. Next pitch bounces up there. So I believe the count is full. Swing and a miss, and it was 3-1. So now the count full, I believe, now for Daniel Rohrbach. 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. So Daniel Rohrbach with his 2nd straight walk here in the game will head to first base, and that will bring up Sean Loftus. Loftus, of course, last time he was up with that 3-run home run. Waving that bat, he's ready to go. Vecchio's pitch, swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher, and over to second base will go Daniel Rohrbach. Throw comes in late.
For the A's, number 4, Sean Loftus.
Scotty Earl going for the hidden ball trick there. The 0-1 pitch is a ball. 1 strike to Sean Loftus. And that pitch is going to be hit on the ground over to the shortstop. Across in time. So a nice play there by number 3, Scotty Earl. Over to Sam Passanisi. And that will do it for the A's here in the top of the 6th. We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Last chance for the Cardinals. They trail 3-1. Ken Gonzalez, George Langevin Productions. We will be right back with the bottom of the 6th.
Leading off for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 6th, number 4, Ash Matthesius.
Ash Matthesius will lead things off, and he's going to roll this one over to first base. Aldrin makes the play. 1 out, and Asif Ali
Now batting for the Cardinals, number
will
1,
come to bat.
Asif Ali.
Asif swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch high. 2 balls and a strike. Two one pitch outside. 3-1. That's a strike. So the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Asif Ali. On deck, Kevin Burt. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit into the air. And let's see, a near collision, but the catch is made. And let's see which one made the catch. And it's number 9. Aldrin Mrazek with the catch. So 2 outs. A's just need 1 more out.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 10, Kevin Burt.
Kevin Burt looks at a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And that ball bounces. 2 balls. And that's ball 3 now to Kevin Burt. Three-0 pitch in there for a strike. 3-1. Three-one pitch is going to be hit on the infield and into right field. So a single for Andrew Burt. I'm sorry, Kevin Burt. Andrew Sleet is now up. I was thinking ahead of myself here. So Kevin Burt with a single here with 2 outs. And here's Andrew Sleet. And the manager for the A's coming to talk to the pitcher. So there's Kevin Burt with the single. Keeps his team alive here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 11, Andrew Sleep.
And the first pitch is a ball to Andrew Sleet. And if Andrew can get this one, or keep this inning alive, Jared Sarabia is on deck. And that pitch is going to hit him. And so runners at first and second now with 2 outs for Jared Sarabia. And Sarabia today is 1 for 2. He singled in the 4th inning. And he struck out in the 1st inning.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 7, Jared Sarabia.
And the first pitch is low and outside, and the runners are going to take off. And it's a double steal. So Jared Sarabia now with the count 1-0 has the tying run in scoring position. So a base hit could tie this game. And that pitch is hit into the air, and it's going to get over the center fielder and roll to the wall. The game is going to be tied. And let's see, the ball goes underneath the fence. And so a break there. Although the game is tied, Jared Sarabia ties the game at 3 with that ground rule double. A little bit of a break for the A's because Sarabia might have come all the way around to score. And so 3-3, we're tied up, bottom of the 6th inning. Some heroics here with 2 outs. Kevin Burt singles. Andrew Sleet hit by the pitch. Jared Sarabia with the double. And he is the winning run now, and Jack Vecchio will come to the plate. And let's see, Loftus. Looks like all the coaching staff for the A's going out to the field, and they're going to have to get back. So Vecchio stands in with a chance to win the championship here for the Cardinals. Swing and a foul back 0-1.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 5, Jack Vecchio.
So we're all tied up here, 3-3, bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, 0-1 to Vecchio. Here's the pitch to Vecchio from Loftus. That's a ball, and it bounces away from the catcher and over to third base. Will go number 7, Jared Sarabia. And so now the A's have to really be careful because a ball that gets away from the catcher could spell the end of the game. Swing and a miss. And I think he got a piece of it, so it's a foul ball. And that's 2 strikes on Vecchio. That's a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch, high and away, and the count is full to Jack Vecchio. And strike 3 called, and so Vecchio goes down. But the Cardinals will tie the game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The double by Jared Sarabia driving in Kevin Burt and Andrew Sleet. We go to extra innings here in the championship game. We're all tied up at 3.
Now batting for the A's in the top of the 7th, number 5, Anthony Caforio.
Ken Gonzalez for Georgia Langevin Productions. We're back here in extra innings, top of the 7th inning of the Single A Championship game, Scripps Ranch Little League, June 9th, 2007. And Anthony Trifolio will lead things off for the A's. What an exciting game. We've got the 3-run home run by Sean Loftus in the 4th, the 2-out, 2-run double by Jared Sarabia in the bottom of the 6th inning to tie it. Pitching now for the Cardinals, Jared Sarabia. And that pitch is grounded over to first base. Sam Passanisi easily up with it. And on the bag, so 1 out. And here is Alex Powers. Today on, let's see, at bats, Alex Powers is 0 for 2. Grounded to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. And first pitch swing is going to bounce that one over to shortstop. The throw to first, not in time. An infield single for Alex Powers. The shortstop, Scotty Earl, made a nice play to knock that ball down and keep it on the infield. But very speedy is Alex Powers getting down the line. And so here is Aldrin Mrazek, number 9 for the A's. And there goes the runner, and it's going to be a stolen base for Alex Powers. That pitch is high. And that's high ball 2. Or actually, he's at ball 3. He had the steal. So Aldrin Mrazek. And he will look at ball 4. So 4 straight balls there by Jared Sarabia. And the A's now mounting a little bit of an attack as they have runners at first and second with 1 out. And that will bring up Brennan Straub. Brennan today 0 for 2. And the first pitch is fouled away, 0-1.
Now batting for the Rays, number 7, Brennan Straub.
The 0-1 pitch coming up from Jared Sarabia. And that pitch is swung on and lined foul outside of first and down the line. Nice play by Sam Passanisi to knock it down. Pitch is high. Straub watches that one go by. On deck is Bryn Sear, and Sear has been on base twice today. He walked in the 3rd inning and singled in the 5th inning. And that pitch is going to bounce up there, gets away from the catcher, and over to third base will go Alex Powers, and Aldrin Mrazek will go to second. So runners at second and third with 1 out. Brennan Straub still at the plate. Bryn Sear on deck. And now a little conference here with the entire infield for the Cardinals. And we're ready to go. And that pitch is a ball by Sarabia. Nearly hit Straub. And let's see, did it. It either hit him or it was ball 4. And so the bases are loaded for Bryn Sear. Only 1 out here in the inning. So the Cardinals in some deep trouble here. We're tied at 3, top of the 7th. Extra innings in this championship game. And that first pitch is a ball. 1-0. One-0 pitch, high, 2-0. So Bryn Sear at the plate, bases loaded. And Jared's 2-0 pitch is hit into right field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Everyone's going to come around. Let's see how many runs we'll score. Looks like 2 as the slide comes in, not in time. And the runners go to second and third. So Bryn Sear comes through in the clutch right there with a double. 2-run score. And the A's with a 5-3 lead here in the top of the 7th inning. And there's still only one out with runners at second and third. And number 11, Daniel Henderson, now comes to bat. Daniel 0 for 2 so far today. Jared's first pitch is outside, 1-0. One 0 pitch is high, 2-0. And Jared's 2-0 pitch is high. So it's 3-0 now to Daniel Henderson. On deck, Ricky Bialik. And remember, Christopher Calipari out of the game. Swing and a miss, 3-1. Probably ball 4 he swung at there, but got to be aggressive. This is a championship game. Your team's up by a couple. You got 2 more runners on base. You want to try to bring them home. 3-1 pitch on the corner, 3-2. So let's see if Jared Sarabia can come all the way back and get the strikeout. And the 3-2 pitch, that's in there, strike 3. And so Daniel Henderson is out. And with runners at second and third, Ricky Bialik will come up.
Now batting for the A's, number 6, Ricky Bialik.
So the Cardinals have given up 2 runs here in the top of the 7th inning. There's 2 more runners on base, so they want to get the out here. And that pitch is a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss. So 0-2 to Ricky. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, top of the 7th, 5-3 A's. So they've pushed 2 across here to take the lead. Fouled right back into the catcher. He's going to need a second to shake that one off. Here's the next pitch, and that's a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bailey Volley would be next if Ricky Bialik can keep the inning alive here. And Jared's 1-2 pitch, and that's a strike right on the corner. And so down goes Ricky, and that will do it for the A's, but they get 2 runs. The big blow, the bases loaded double by Bryn Sear. They strand runners at second and third. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-3 A's over the Cardinals.
Leading off in the bottom of the 7th for the Cardinals, number 3, Scotty Earl.
So here we are, bottom of the 7th inning, and can the Cardinals come from behind again like they did in the 6th? Scotty Earl will lead things off. And the first pitch is a ball, 1-0 on deck. Sam Passanisi. Scotty Earl 0 for 2 so far on the day. Alex Powers now pitching for the A's. And the pitch is hit into the air and over the infield into left field. So a leadoff single for Scotty Earl here in the bottom of the 7th. So things starting off good for the Cardinals. And here's Sam Passanisi.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 8, Sam Passanisi.
Pitch to Sam is going to bounce over to the backstop, and Scotty Earl will get to second base. So a runner on second, nobody out. 5-3. Sam Passanisi up there. Tanner Falkowski is on deck. Swing and a foul back. 1-1 is the count. One pitch, foul back. Nice swing by Passanisi. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Sam is 1 for 2 so far. He singled and scored in the 2nd inning. He struck out in the 4th, and here he is in the 7th. The 1-2 pitch is in there. Strike 3 called, and that is the first out of the inning. And Tanner Falkowski will come to the plate. Tanner today is 0 for 2. Dominic Madden is on deck, and the first pitch is foul down the third base line, 0-1. So Alex Powers still on the mound here in the inning for the A's. And on the pitch, over to third base goes Scotty Earl. And I believe that was a strike called. That's a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tanner Falkowski. Power is looking for the sign he set and the pitch. And that ball is ripped down the left field line, foul. And so the count is still 1-2. One-two pitch is fouled. Just got a piece of it. So a nice battle here at the plate with Tanner Falkowski. And that pitch is going to be hit fair down the left field line. The throw to the plate, not in time. And on the throw to second base will go Tanner. And so it is now 5-4, the A's with the lead. And look at Tanner, he's a happy fella there at second base. He's the tying run. And Dominic Madden will come up.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 9, Dominic Madden.
So here's Dominic. Dominic with a run batted in with the single in the 2nd inning, and he struck out in the 5th, so he's 1 for 2. And over to third base On the steal goes Tanner. So Tanner Felkowski on third base now. He's the tying run. And that pitch is bounced over to first base. The throw to the plate, not in time. And we're tied at 5. So Dominic is out at first, but on the play scoring the tying run is Tanner Felkowski. And with 2 outs, nobody on base, we're all tied at 5. And could we go to an 8th inning here in the Single A championship game? Jared Bruner, number 2, is up there now. Swing and a foul back. So Bruner will pick up the bat and try it again. That pitch way high. Catching for the A's. Brennan Straub, number 7. And that pitch is high, and that's ball 4. And so Jared Bruner with the walk. And Jared now on base all 3 times today. He walked in the 2nd, singled in the 5th, and walked in the 7th. And now here's Kyle Lemon. Kyle Lemon 0 for 2 so far today. And there is Jared Bruner at first base. He's the winning run if he could get all the way around to score. There goes the runner on the high pitch, and he's going to steal. So Jared Bruner with the steal to count 1-0 to Kyle Lemon. And the 1-0 pitch is fouled behind the plate there, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Kyle Lemon, and that ball is going to be bounced over to first base. The throw is not in time. He beat it out. Just beating it out, Kyle Lemon. Time is called, and now they're going to talk it over, but really nothing they could do. It was just, his foot didn't come off the bag or anything, just whether he was safe or out. He beat it or he didn't, and they're going to say he did. So we now have 2 runners on base. And Ash Matizius, and wait a minute, they're going to call him out. So that will conceivably end the inning. And so they reverse the call the second time, and you still have runners at first. You have 2 runners on with 2 outs. Swing and a miss right there, and the runners are going to, well, you had a runner at third, so the runner at first is going to move over to second base. Ash Matizius at the plate. The winning run at third base bounces away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ash. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ash Matizius. Second and third, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. We're all tied at 5. Championship game Single A here, Scripps Ranch Little League. And the pitch to Ash. Swung on and bounced over to shortstop and through the shortstop into the outfield, and that's the game. The Cardinals are going to win the championship here with a second chance in the bottom of the 7th inning. The winning run comes across to score Jared Bruner, and the Cardinals will defeat the A's here 6-5. Wow, what a very dramatic and crazy end to this one. But your 2007 Scripps Ranch Little League Single A champs are the Cardinals as they defeat the A's. Ken Gonzalez here for George Langevin Productions. We hope you enjoyed this baseball game. It was my pleasure to bring it to you. And until next year, be safe. Have a good summer, everyone.
Seven innings, 5-5. Man, that was a tight game all the way through 7. Come back, tied them up in the 6th. Come back, tied them up in the 7th. Now that's a championship game. That's the way you want to have it go, right? Good game, guys. I also want to comment on something that this is not just a game. In a sense, this is a recognition of the 2 championship teams. All those other teams in your division, you guys are the champions. We have the American League champions and we have the National League champions. So obviously that's a pretty dynamite season for you guys to have. So what I'd like to do first is I'd like to introduce the manager of the A's here. Kathy, come on up. And I'm going to introduce the coaches, and everybody's going to get trophies, and these trophies for the A's. Over here. First place American League. Now, you probably got a lot of years of baseball left in you, but I bet you'll always remember winning the American League championship in Single A. So that's quite a feat. Okay.
Wonderful game, and I'd like to bring up my assistant coach, Steve Tripolio. And also Graham Powers here. They've been great for most of the long, and I think these boys are very lucky to have them as their coaches. Oh, I have to say something. I don't say enough about my players all throughout the game about believing in winning. So, and I'm going to start with Bailey Volley, an excellent pitcher, an excellent all-around player, and one of my 2007 All-Stars for the Single A division. Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey.
Christopher Calipari, star catcher to me, a southpaw. Oh, excuse me.
Get a shot here. There we go.
All right, we get a picture. Okay.
Video picture. Come on, Coach.
I'm good.
All right.
Cool. All right, thank you. Are we good? All right. Chris Calipari, star catcher as well. Great attitude, and I'm proud to have him on my team. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. Okay, Alex Powers, who came in a clutch during this game, and I am extremely proud of you, and I told you to take it one batter at a time, and you did an absolutely awesome job, and I want you to walk up here with your head up high, and knowing how proud we are, but I want you to be proud of yourself. Brennan Straub, my second round cleanup batter. He always comes through with a hit, and he's been fun to watch on the field. Thank you, Brennan, for being on this team, and I want to see you next year as well, okay? Come on up here, Brennan.
It's a good thing that the season's over. Look at those fans.
All right, picture. Zach. This is nice. All right. sportsmanship awards for the single A on our A team. And he by far is a really great all-around player. And I welcome you up here to the platform, please. Oh, my son, very competitive, and I'm telling you, it was exciting. He told me this year that the only reason we played was so that I had an opportunity to coach. Because he knew I loved the game so much. So he really has come a long ways, and I've had a pleasure coaching him and giving him the attention that he needs to really improve his skills. And I've seen him really, this is a coach now speaking, truly improve throughout this season. I am extremely proud of you, Bryn. Come on up here. Aldrin Madrick. I hope I say that right after this entire season. Mrozic? Okay, well I haven't. But anyways, an all-around player, also an all-star for our team. He can play anywhere, and I gotta tell you, this kid's focused, the way he digs down in every clutch situation. It is, you cannot compare it to anybody. He's one of the strongest players I've seen, and he has a very bright future ahead of him. Come on up here, Aldrin. Sean Loftus, my cleanup and star pitcher as well. Today he hit a home run, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And one of the things I have to say about Sean is he's a true competitor. If there's anybody that drives himself harder, and I don't drive him because he does it to himself, is Sean. And one of the things I told him before that hit was I didn't really care if he did anything. I really don't. As a coach, I don't. I want them really first and foremost to have fun. And if he couldn't do that, he ought to go home and do homework. So they know that. So Sean got that home run, and I'm very proud of you today. Every time I say Ricky Bialik, it makes me smile. A very tender-hearted boy that comes here to play baseball and have fun doing it. I've enjoyed playing ball with Ricky this year, and I've seen him as well improve. I always give each of the boys one thing to remember, and one of the things with Ricky was just to keep his feet still. That's all I really cared about. And he has excelled on the defense, he excelled at the bat, and he has excelled tremendously as a baseball player. And I really, really want you to put your hands together for Ricky Bialik. Daniel Rohrbach. You know, we've got that fair play rule. We have to play everybody everywhere. Sometimes guys don't want to play in the outfield. But when I have Daniel, I know that I can play him anywhere. But I, as a coach, feel most comfortable playing him out in the outfield because I know that no matter what comes out there, long balls, short balls, ground balls, Daniel is going to come through. And I've had a wonderful time watching him at the bat and asking what he is. And he quietly says to himself that he is a hitting machine. So, Daniel. Daniel Henderson. Sweetness comes to mind when I think of him. He can play anywhere, and one of the most enthusiastic players that I have. He can play anywhere as well, has a wonderfully strong arm, a desire to play baseball, and without a doubt is a very supportive team player. Daniel Henderson.
Good season.
And I'm glad this young man is last because I want to take a little extra time if I haven't already taken all my time. I'm ready for the music like the Oscars or something. Come on. Anthony Trifolio. Same as my son, same as a couple boys, where they come into the season and have definite areas of improvement. This kid's been remarkable. But the area that I got to tell you about that I've seen a big change in, and it was one of these things, Anthony really wanted to play first base. And most of the season I had kind of a strategy on how I wanted to position the boys. And I didn't let Anthony play first base very much, and he let me know about that. And one day, his father, you know, when we were kind of trying to figure out where the boys would go, I told him one of the boys I wanted to play first. He said, well, you know, Anthony's pretty good, but that boy is just a little bit much better. So as a coach, I went home and started thinking about that, reflecting, why is it that I don't put Anthony at first? And I got to tell you, one of the things that he ended up turning around was his attitude. And I tell all these boys today this. It is about your attitude. It is about where your heads are at and believing in yourselves. And because of that, today, Anthony got to play a World Series inning at first base and took those 2 outs just like a true champion. And his attitude is what I'm doing today. And at this point, I present to you the 2007, oh, I gotta give you a quick, okay, here we go. 2007 American League champions and the World Series runner-up.
All right.
All right, congratulations, Dave. Great season and great game, okay? Now I'm going to introduce Ken Earl, the manager of the National League champion Cardinals and the World Series champion. Here we go, Ken.
Thank you very much. I want to have my coaches come up, Ken Vecchio and Dennis Falkowski. Before I get started, I just want to say congratulations to the Athletics. You are a great team. You played a great game today, and you are truly champions. So good job. Good job. All right, I'd like to bring my players up. I'm going to start from the back.
Are you serious?
Yes. Andrew, come on up here. I want to say a couple things about Andrew. Andrew always was running to practice, had a great attitude, great smile, got our rally going to win the last game before the World Series, and always been a trooper. Congratulations. Good boy, Andrew. Jared B, come on up. Kevin, come on up. Another player that's always smiling, great attitude, got a great hit towards the end of the game, got the rally started at one of the comebacks. Really proud of Kevin, showed a lot of heart and played hard all year. Great job, Kevin. Good job, man. Jared B, come on up. Jared Bruner was a multi-talented player, caught for us, did some pitching in practice, played first base, outfield. Was an awesome improvement this year for Jared. Hit the ball really hard. Several times he got the hardest hit during the game. And just overall was a great player to have on our team. Great job, Jared. Way to go, buddy. Ash, come on up. Ashley. Another smiler all the time. Always run into practice, come in, normally right before the game started or right before practice started, but had tons of energy, worked hard all throughout practices, played well throughout the games, and did a great job. Nice having you on the team.
Way to go, Ash. Big hit today.
Kyle, come on up. He's got a serious look on right now, but he's normally always going and always smiling. He's got a really good spirit. Great pitcher, played third base for us the whole season, got some great hits, and came through when we needed him. Great job there, Kyle. Jared, come on up.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, that was tough coming in like that.
Jared was our Sportsman of the Year award recipient before the game started. He's got a fantastic hit towards the end of the regular innings, scored a couple of runs for us. Just as a true champion and has a great attitude. Keep your eyes out for Jared. He'll be here. Good job, Jared. Jack's a hard worker. He pitched a lot for us, played first base, played outfield. You know, fantastic competitor and a good teammate for all these players. Great example this year, Jack. Keep playing hard. There you go. Tanner,
Way to go,
all right. Tanner, another smiler all the time. Great attitude, caught for us, played infield, outfield, just about did whatever we needed him to do. Really liked the high pitches, and most of the time...
Hey, is that a compliment?
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. He had a really nice high pitch to left field, won the last inning, so congratulations, Tanner. Great job.
Good job.
Sam, come on up.
Sam.
All right, Sam.
Way to go, Sam. There you go, bud.
Sam is a true competitor. He kind of holds it in sometimes, but you know it often comes out when the game's on the line. Plays hard, great pitcher, great infielder, made some nice catches playing at first base. Great season, Sam. Congratulations.
Way to go,
Sam,
buddy.
come on up.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go, buddy.
Asef is probably our most improved player this year. He came in, you know, and worked really hard on his fielding, really hard on his batting, paid attention, ran the bases really well, and just always was wanting to learn. It was great to have Asef on the team, and look forward to seeing you in baseball again next year. All right. Dominic, come on up. Around,
Don't look so excited, Dom.
Dom's a little shy, but he is.
Came out of the shell.
He comes out of his shell. He
Like you,
definitely comes
Scotty.
out of his shell. He's a true competitor. Works hard. He towards the end of the season, his hitting just
Huge
caught
improvement.
fire. Caught fire. Made a lot of key runs in for us. Played catcher when he didn't really want to. Played first base, outfield. Did whatever we asked him to do, and that's all a coaching staff can do. Great job there, Dom.
Way to go, buddy.
Scotty, come on up.
Came out of his shell, too. There you go, Scotty. Good season, buddy.
I'm really proud of Scotty. He's, you know, will do some extra things when I ask him to. Very good pitcher, good infielder. You know, he's a little shy still, but he's going to. So I'm really proud of Scotty. He is, you know, developing into a good leader for his teammates. He works hard, plays hard, and really proud of him. Good job, Scotty.
Way to go, Scotty.
Last but not least, I just wanted to thank the Cardinals parents. The Cardinals parents were fantastic this year. They were very supportive. Besides these coaches, we had 4 or 5 other people helping out, and we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
Season.
All right, well, I guess let's give one really loud, come on, loud round of applause for both of these great teams.